Yo,
Hello, everybody.
what's going on? Ian here with Atkins Nature Aquariums, and we are here with Leafs and Reefs number 4. And we got Aqua Garden Zen, Rick, with us today, and he's going to show us what he's got going on, pretty much. Before we get into that, not a whole lot going on with me, except for the tank is done, and the cichlids are in there. And I did have those tetras in there, too.
Nice.
But unfortunately, those darn cichlids decided to make a meal out of those little tetras that I thought would be big enough, but no. 3 of them were able to escape down the drain and made it to the sump. So, at least they lived. But cichlids are doing fine. They're still kind of spooked, so it's going to be some time for them to open up. But the tank is looking good, and we'll get into that later. But how's it going, Rick? How you doing?
Good, good. This is not my favorite.
Freshka.
My wife went and got it, and it's the only thing I have in the house that tastes sweet right now. Anyways, I'm doing pretty good.
A monster.
Oh, nice. I can't have those. I get anxiety.
Mm.
That right there will probably make me feel like I'm ended to be in the hospital. uh, but yeah, I've been trying to clean up the tanks lately. I let things go too far sometimes. That happens.
No, I'm like in the process of bringing some tanks back myself. I let them go a little too far.
It's amazing when you do that though, because you start to see a different tank.
Mm-hmm.
You just see the beauty of all the growth that's been happening when you weren't paying attention. Um, just the plants have grown in more than I thought. I was like, okay, where did that come from? Just pull the algae out of there, and you can see what was actually growing.
Yep.
Crazy. I can actually show you guys. Did you want to show your cichlid tank, or?
I think we'll do that, and then we'll show what you got going on.
Okay.
The tank is looking all right, and I guess I do have my stuff right here. So
I always like seeing your tanks. I can't see chat, by the way. I really still don't know how to navigate the StreamYard thing. I don't
I
know if you
guess
could see chat and see the video at the same time.
I can see chat, and I should
Oh, okay.
probably start saying hi to everyone. We got Stephen
Yes.
P. first in there. What up? Fishing Outdoors with Lando. How's it going? P&W Aqua. What up, Ryan? We got Sketty Nona in the chat.
Hey.
What's up? And Patty, Betta Gal, Betta and Guppy Gal. Still getting used to that new name, Patty.
Right? I keep forgetting it's her. Everybody's changing their name.
So I got my second camera. We'll see if this will work. Be right back. We'll throw that one on there.
It's gross, but I keep drinking it. It's not too bad. It's grapefruit. Probably gonna be regrets. Very nice. Absolutely love the Blackwater scene.
Trying to see how it's looking on this side. But
I
yeah, a lot of
some Blackwater
reflections.
tanks that are dark. Can't even see in them.
Yeah, so this one's pretty dark. If you look from the side down, it's like crimson red, which is the color I was looking for, not like a brown, but more of like a redder tone.
It reminds me of the Hillsborough River in Florida. Oh, there's a barn.
Oh yeah. I wonder who's sparring. Oh, it's the Severum and the Akara. The Akara has gotten bold since I put him in here. And he's only about 3 inches.
Wow. So they're still finding their place in the tank.
Yep. They're still finding their hierarchy.
And if the aggression gets too out of hand, can't you just move the escape around a little bit?
I can move the scape around, or I'll just move him out.
Yeah,
Let the other fish get their hierarchy, and then add him in after the fish are more adjusted.
these guys are cool. Yeah, I remember seeing them when they were in the other tank. This tank's definitely a change. So what are you gonna do with the other tank that you had them in? You cleaned it all up.
So it's this tank behind me right here, and I gotta clean it out. I'm gonna redo the silicone, and I'm gonna take the bracing off,
Peninsula.
probably just the top one, and I'm gonna do glass Euro bracing
Oh, nice.
around it.
Little experiment.
Yeah,
I worry about. Does the brace even hold anything together? Not really. Or is this for looks?
it does. If the glass is thick enough, and this is like an older 55, and the glass is 3/8 thick, it's not like quarter inch, like that. Those really thin 55s, where if you look down them, they bow.
Yeah, you don't want to take the lip off of that.
No, but these, since it's thicker, I think glass braces going across the front and the sides and the middle will be fine. If I do like quarter
Acrylic.
inch or maybe half inch, I don't know.
That'll be cool. Yeah, I do like the acrylic. I wish I can have bigger tanks in this apartment. Being up on the second floor is probably not the best idea, like I always say.
Right.
uh, I mean, I push my limits, but I can pretty much see the floors are pretty sturdy here. I've the total amount of weight I mean the total amount of water I have and volume in any particular wall would be under 70 under 70 gallons. Uh, I know 75 gallons is like below the max on a second floor, depending on how well they're built. These ones are fairly new apartments, so pretty decently built,
Yep.
um, sturdy, and they're not old crickety floors. So I do notice if as long as I keep everything on the walls and closer to corners or load-bearing walls, it's all good. Um, I just try not to stomp around or jump around up here because that will shake everything. I mean, my neighbors wouldn't appreciate that either.
Right.
I hear them yelling all the time, though. It's the way they talk. It's not yelling. It's just they're talking. I'm gonna go and flip my camera around so you guys can see. I don't know which one to pick. Just pick. Put that camera's the best, or is there any preference for the like an iPhone or anything? There says one for back triple camera.
I'm not sure which one's the best. That looks really good.
Oh, okay. And that's the
Um,
back triple.
do you
It's the
have it
same
flipped
thing.
sideways or do you have it
It's
in
straight up and down.
straight up and down? If you flip it sideways, it'll probably be a little
More
uh
crisp
more, yeah,
and bigger.
it'll make it bigger.
It'll fill in.
Yeah, there we go.
I don't know what
Aquaballs,
department
what
it
up,
is.
George? Coral
I,
Works, what up? Riva, Mark Sturlson, hope you're doing well.
That's the triple camera. I'm just gonna do that. There we go. I'm back.
Yep.
These guys are chilling. Let's get a side view from this one. So this is the 10 gallon. It's just set up. I got it in a weird spot. Um, I got it in a weird spot. This is the night crew you talked me into.
Yep.
Works wonders.
I'm telling you, people, that is the best cheap LED you can get for like soft corals. They love it.
It's the finger leather, some zinnia, some corals going at war in there. Some random mushrooms that came with that rock.
Nice.
These I got from Ian, the Mohawks.
Yep.
They are a beautiful coral.
They are beautiful.
Look at the polyps on that thing. That's a chalice back there, a random clam on a rock to the right of it. This chalice is almost on the verge of dying because I exposed it too much light. And I brought it to this tank, hoping to revive it, and it's thickening back up and no longer looking like a skeleton.
Good.
The pulsing xenia is finding its way around the tank. One thing about the pulsing xenia, it will travel around. Finds its way. Some random mushrooms. Bubble algae. I've just pulled a bunch out of here. You see that stick back there of the green star polyp? That's the branching variety.
Oh, nice.
Hopefully next year I get to come see you. I can bring you a piece of that and some of these mushrooms here.
Riva says there's 100-gallon for free up in Tacoma.
I'm good on that.
Man.
I'll take. I'll keep what I have. If I add anything else, I'll probably get divorced. No, she wouldn't do that. Or would she?
Maybe.
There's all sorts of rubble in here. I just kind of let things grow. Little 6-line wrasse, and the dotty back's hiding back there. It's not a fan of the camera. Tiny little white rock flower anemone right about there. It came as a weird.
Now,
Huh?
that was the dotty back that had the messed up tail, right?
Yeah, he's tailless. It never grew back.
Tailless.
It'll never grow back ever.
It's too far gone.
Yeah, it was a clownfish that bit it off.
Dang.
When he was at the store, they put him with clownfish. Clownfish wasn't having it, and he snipped it right off.
Wow.
Yeah, clownfish damsels are no joke.
Seriously. When I put my angelfish into the tank with the clownfish, they were not having it.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure if I didn't move those clownfish, they would have killed them.
I do have to feed the text. Oh look, our friend.
Fish food. Amphipod.
Oh, there's so many in this tank. I just let the algae grow on the sides and the back. Bunch
Yep.
of rubble in here with the hermit crab. It's just a 20 long. I'll eventually have to put him in something bigger. And I think he's actually almost outgrowing that shell again, so I got to try to find another one. They grow really fast. And they're greedy.
It looks clean in there, though.
Yeah, he goes through and he digs everything up, makes a big mess, and then it comes, everything cleans up. All I have is like aqua clear hang on back on most of my tanks. This thing's covered in algae because he makes a mess all the time. I cleaned this a couple times and I let it grow algae on it, and then when it slows down, I clean it again.
Right.
He's he stirs everything up when he moves around, and he likes to tap the glass a lot. So this one I got from a friend of mine. It's got some weird little barnacles, I believe.
Hmm.
Yeah, the barnacles are little tiny feather dusters.
Oh yeah, those are just little feather dusters.
They seem to come on everything, like these little orange ones right here on this rod.
Yep.
But he doesn't want to face the camera today. If I threw a little food in there, he probably would turn around real quick.
Oh yeah. And the cool thing
Oh,
is, if we ever have like a dead fish or anything, you could just feed it to him.
that's the light I have
Because
on here.
oh, nice. The pills on,
Like, yeah,
flies on, whatever they're called.
makeshift cover so I don't blind myself. Just taped on there.
Oof.
Ratchet.
Hey, if it works, it works.
I thought about putting a night crew on that tank and putting both fly-ons on this tank, but I don't know if that would be too much.
Mm, I think one is fine for now for the corals
Yeah.
you have.
Oh yeah. Uh, this blue light is very bright, so I'm going to put some kind of lens on here. This is a 40-gallon breeder. Oh my goodness, get it right. There we go. 40-gallon breeder. It's got two different filters I'm experimenting with. The Tidal, which I'm very happy with, and a Marine Land bio wheel, which it's okay. They work good. Just you have to restart it every time you have to kickstart it because they knock it on its head.
Right.
Uh, Acrylic paneling I put on here. I just hose it off in the bathtub with hot water every once in a while when it gets too filmy. Pretty clear. And, the livestock in here, bunch of snails. The conch is buried right now.
Nice.
Snails, Starry Night Blenny, shock basslet.
So, do you
Mm-hmm.
run any full spectrum lighting,
What do you mean?
like with less blues, more of the white LEDs?
Mostly blue
Mostly
on
blue.
this tank. Yeah, I thought about trying half and half. Those. Think half and half would be better on this one.
Mm, yeah, I mean, I think all corals will benefit from full spectrum lighting, like more of a daylight look. But it doesn't have to be like 65K yellow. It can be like 10 to 14K, where it's a little bit more blue with more white. Like that's still like there's some white on there, but I don't know if
Mostly
you
blue.
have like any. Yeah, that's like pretty blue.
I have 25% white and about 75% blue.
And is that just for the whole day?
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
have a way to adjust it on the fly zone. That's the problem with the fly zones. There's no adjustment.
Not even with the different channels.
No, it's all
Dang.
just these two knobs are all it controls it.
Dang. So you have to
Sadly.
use an external timer.
Yeah, yeah,
Ah. So it's
yeah.
not like the night crew light.
No,
Okay.
no. It's. I wish it was like the night crew because it would be a perfect light if it did end up having the night crew light style like this one right here. This is where I keep it over to the side.
Oh, nice.
It's actually completely separate from the tank, wrapped around the back of the crusty gecko's tank here.
Ooh, crusty.
It's just
Now, is
chilling.
he any color morph or is that just a wild type?
Like more of a Dalmatian. He's kind of a mix between like Dalmatian and Harlequin.
Oh, that's cool.
Right now he's just fired down. When he's fired up, he's like a dark brown with a bright like tan stripe down his back. Kind of like this little guy, but this guy's a different. This is more of a high uh, Harlequin. I might have to take my camera off the stick here. Fighting with the tripod. Okay, this guy.
Oh, look at him.
That's Snubs.
Man, he's like canary yellow.
Oh yeah, and he's got like camo, basically.
Oh, that's super cool. And I love all the plants. Those are all live, right?
Yes, that's his little snub butt. He has no tail though. So when they lose their tail, they never get it back. This one lost his tail when he was a baby.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So they're not like other geckos that could regrow their tail?
No, they drop
Oh,
it and it stays off with the little feet to the leaf.
I did not know
Oh,
that. I thought
he's
all
looking.
geckos could do that.
He looks so mean.
Right? So evil.
He's like, I'm watching you. But I love these guys. I don't handle them. People say, oh, you should handle them more often from the get go. But this one's very skittish. So I leave him alone. I just feed him. I make sure his tank's sprayed. Make sure there's plenty of plants in there.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a little jungle in there. He's got a cork round back there that he sleeps in.
Yep. And all the leaf litter and different botanicals.
Yeah, isopods. He's got a little coconut hide that hangs from the top. Food dish, which I need to change food out today. I put this is my little rigged up humidity grade. 69% or 64% humidity and 77 degrees. The highest it gets in this room is 79, which is just right around where you kind of want it. Dotty bag's trying to peek.
Yeah. Oh,
Is
there's the
here, look.
dotty bat.
He's like, hello. Let's see if he comes out and says, hey. This is why I don't like holding onto the camera. Shaky. Oh, he's out.
He's so
Usually
colorful.
oh, there he is. I was just about to say, well, usually the pom-pom crab's right here, but
Oh, there he is.
look how big the
Oh,
anemone's gotten on him.
right? Yeah, that's
What do you got?
crazy is that they keep anemones on their crab, on their claws
Oh yeah,
that are, it's
it's
like a one of those cool symbiotic relationships.
a
That's not
win-win.
that's not a part of the crab, that's a different animal living with the crab.
So if they ever lose one, they split that one in half.
Really?
They split one in half and create another one, or they'll go find another one.
Hmm,
They'll find another one.
find another one.
Or I
They'll
think,
carry a Mahano on the other one.
right? Oh my gosh, that'd be cool. I'm not gonna lie, but then that'd be or Aptasia,
Oh
it,
man.
wreaking havoc. I know the fish leave him alone though. They don't go near him. He's already put them up to him and got him a couple times, and they leave him alone.
Dang.
But he's got that plaid pattern on him,
They are cool.
and they do a dance when they're moving. Not doing it right now, but he'll kind of like do side to side. Have you not found one of these yet,
I have
or you
not
just
tried
don't?
keeping one. I mean, I've seen them, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff I've seen that I just haven't picked up.
And he's off. He's like, I'm out, dude. uh, that's that
I'm a
shot.
little skeptical of crabs. Like the that crab I might try. But last time
Yeah.
I had a crab, I got an emerald crab. It was just bad. He was going after coral and he did eat the bubble algae, but after the bubble algae was gone, it was coral time. I said, "No, thank you."
Tons of little babies in here. A little shrimp. This is just a little. Surprisingly, it's one of those Aqueon clip-on lights. on a
Yep.
10-gallon. That's from the top, and then the glass is dirty. I let it get dirty for the shrimp to graze on. This tank's still in the process of aging.
Patty
Have you?
says, I really want a hermit crab so bad. F the coral. Coral is overrated.
You
You
can
could,
have both.
yeah, I was gonna say she can have a hermit crab without
You can have
coral.
tiny hermit crabs. Oh yeah, you could do that.
You could do a big hermit crab like what you got.
Yeah, they're just you can feed them silver sides. You can just you don't have to feed them every day, but they are eaters. Whatever you put in there, he'll eat. Let's just put it that way. Except for apparently this is the only coral that I've found that he doesn't eat. That's getting pretty big. I've actually moved it around between tanks. You can see all the little mysis shrimp swimming around that. That's just a random part of a filter I put in there for them to hide in.
You know.
It's like a
No,
playground.
right. Now I bet you could keep like a couple frag racks up higher to where he can't get to them. And keep
He
the coral
climbs.
on that.
He climbs up to this,
Oh
and he
damn.
gets up here. I know. I don't know how he does it. I think he grabs the silicone and pulls himself up in the corner. I know
That is
he's. I catch him. I catch him stretching out like this across the glass out of his shell. Kind of creepy
oh,
looking.
that's how they do it. They stretches out.
Yep, out of
He
his
must be
shell, and
one
then he
big ass
drags.
crab.
Uh, for size reference, if I can, he's kind of hiding back there. He's pretty. He's about I don't know baseball size, the shell itself, but yeah, baseball size. I'd say that. It's just hard to do it through the glass.
Yeah.
I kind of wish he would come out, say hello. He's been in a mood.
Ah, have you tried those new Ben and Reef pellets? Maybe he'll like those.
I threw some in there. He didn't even. He ate some and then he left the rest alone.
Hmm.
The little copepods, amphipods and copepods ate them all. They waste no time.
Did you get that
Um,
Apex Junior yet? From
yeah, it's. I'm still in the process of setting it up. This is the mess.
oh, nice,
I
nice.
literally took it out of the box today. It's connected to my phone now, but I haven't did. I have to figure out how to do these
Oh man,
pH
that's easy. I have to
probe
do that
calibration.
with mine. It's overdue for recalibration, but yeah, let those packets sit in the tank for like 15-20 minutes so that they get to
Oh,
the
for the
temperature
temperature.
of the tank.
That's the temperature I keep it at.
Yeah. So put those pH packets, the pH 7 and 10,
Just let them clip them in
set
there.
yeah, set them in the tank so that they get to the same temperature because the room might be different and you want the pH temperature calibration to be the same temperature as your tank
Get my handy
because the
dandy plant.
temperature will throw off your
Calibration.
pH. Aquaball says,
Oh,
"How much for that?" Actually, he won that on a live stream, and that was
Reefs
really
is
cool.
free
Reef Dudes, if
on
y'all ain't watching
Reef
Reef
Dudes.
Dudes,
Oh,
that's
he's
a cool
cool.
channel.
Yeah, I haven't been really watching a lot of YouTube for a while there, and I haven't been posting for a while. Cause yeah, life.
If you like the like DIY techie stuff, he's a cool channel. He's got a lot of like DIY and just electronic stuff. Like his Dart Frog Vivarium, that's all controlled off a controller.
Which is it makes life so much easier. Less worry. This
I
is
mean,
the golden backs.
it's not that it makes life easier, but it's redundancy because
Yeah,
let's face it, salt water is not cheap. you know, it is pretty expensive, and the corals that we spend money on are not. A lot of them are not cheap. We do talk about the free corals, and we love to trade and give out stuff, but some of them do cost money, and it's nice to have that redundant backup that tells you if something's going on. What up? Oh, yeah.
Nails. Yeah, these guys have bred pretty well for me. I traded 24 of these for that BioCube 32
Oh, nice.
with the stand. Got some. There's a bunch on that rock there.
Oh, look at
These
all
are the ones
those.
I. These are the ones I won off of Jess's channel,
Are
and
those
this is
like
just.
yellows?
Yeah, they're the golden back Caridina,
Golden bats. Nice.
and that's that crypt I got from you. It's starting to grow in. The near. Yeah,
Mm. Oh, that
that's
crypt I gave
the.
you.
Yep, it's growing in finally. I'm
Good,
hoping it
good.
starts to spread everywhere once it gets nice and happy.
I've had that plant since the first Fishtoberfest, so it takes a
Oh
little bit.
wow.
Yeah, I got it from Bentley, but yeah, it takes a little bit to grow in, but once it starts sending off runners,
Oh,
it's exponential growth from there.
now I see why the 3 cameras are a pain in the butt, but it does do the zoom really well.
Oh, nice. That's a good shot.
So the 3 cameras is pretty good. And then if you can put it on dual camera, I didn't realize that. I did not realize that, but it flicks around a lot. It drives me nuts. But yeah,
Right.
it's like a little lava rock they're hanging out on. That
Well, that's
plant I trimmed and it's growing in pretty well.
some Rotala, something or other.
Yeah, and indica.
Indica.
Yeah. Once it gets really close to the light, it turns bright pinkish red.
Yep.
But I trim it back a lot. I gave it away a bunch. And that's just ran off of a. I don't know why I take pride so much in Aqua Clear. It's always been my go-to. I keep it on low, and then I keep intake sponge rubber band around it so it doesn't start shrimping, and it grows algae on it.
I keep my tanks at 33 to 35 ppt. That's parts
My
per thousand. Aqua
Shado
balls.
bucket experiment.
Chato bucket. Ooh, you know what you
Experiment.
should do with that Chato bucket? You should
What
have
I
it lifted up above your 40-gallon and have a pump going into it, and then have it coming back out, kind of like a overhead sump.
oh, like get a stand for it or something on the side here. I don't have a
Yeah,
lot of room there.
something.
Like a tall stool or something.
I was
Yeah, that
trying
would
to,
make sense.
or what's in that area behind it?
What
What's behind the tank?
that?
Yeah.
That's my closet.
Anything like in there?
A
In
bunch of
there?
my hoarder closet.
Ah, okay. I was gonna say you could probably stash a bucket up there or in there to where it's high
Like
enough.
up top there.
Yeah,
Move all that stuff out.
and you wouldn't need a very strong pump. You just have to.
Excuse the cords.
I mean, you don't have them on the floor, so that's great.
Uh, I just put
Well,
that. I just put that one down there. I gotta move it up.
well,
I just
yeah,
set that up today.
yeah. I mean, you
That's
you are
for fun.
doing your Apex stuff, and
That's what I
I
plugged
do
in.
recommend getting like a board or something, even if it's just a piece of plywood. where you can have all your plugs, all your like Inkbird controllers, your pump controllers.
I screw it to the wall there, but I could probably bring it up a little bit higher up here in this corner.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
Little plants. This is the other tank. Lots of plants there.
Ooh, what you got over there?
This is a card they gave me from Pets. I thought it was pretty. Um, just some plants I'm growing over here. Of course, leopard gecko setup. He doesn't come out really during the day. Comes out, or she. I found out she. Chunky girl. She eats her roaches out of there. Water dish. Calcium. Thick substrate. These are the roach bins. Breed my dubias in.
Nice.
That's my
Does your
buckets.
does your apartment know you're breeding roaches?
Yeah,
Nah,
that'll be all right.
nah, they're fine.
That's my makeshift mixing buckets. I, I put another one of my pumps in here. There's three
Dope.
pumps, and I
So,
just switch it
question:
back and forth. Mm-hmm.
are you using RODI water or are you using your great tap water?
RODI.
Okay.
I
So
still
are
don't
you
trust the tap water.
okay? Do you get it from the store or do you mix at home?
I mix it at home.
Okay, cool.
Oh, no, the RO, I get that from the store. So I'll get to that in a minute. I carry jugs. I'm a weird jug guy.
That's
Go
perfectly fine.
to the store and get jugs of water.
We
Very
all got
cheap.
to start somewhere.
$20, 20 cents a gallon, so it's $7 for about. I do 18 gallons usually.
And is that a week
Um,
or about a month?
about every month. Yeah,
About every month?
got some new growth on that. These in here.
Nice.
Virginia. These leaves are really cool.
I like
That
those.
one's starting to grow in. Um, this one's growing all the way down to the forest, the limb of mine. It's my craft bucket or craft drawers. My makeshift shelf, which is super sketch. It's on sitting on fishing line and across to the reptile cage.
Dope.
I
I
can just
like
move
it.
it anytime I want to, though, if I
I
need to
like it though.
access all this. Night crew, as always, on most of my freshwater tanks. The filters are to trickle. I let them build up with algae, and that seems to be beneficial to the tank. Um, Pygmy corridor is back there hanging out on the crypt.
Oh, cute.
That's the big fat one that has only one fin.
Ah,
It's the dominant. Some crypticorns that are kind of growing all wild.
Crypt Balance.
Yeah.
I've got that one too.
Oh yeah, uh,
That one just takes over.
pretty much. Um, nice little piece of dragon stone. Just the centerpiece. I wish I would have done something different, but I wanted more plant space. That's the one I was talking about. That's how it gets when it hits the light really well.
Oh yeah.
Plenty of hair algae in there, but um, yeah,
That's the easy to remove stuff.
yeah, you just pull it out.
Yeah, just pull it out.
This tank's pretty old, and down here is my living rams with the Exorodi, pink corridor. I'm trying to get the water to be more black water. I might add some more maple leaves in there and some pods in there. There's two
Yep.
of these guys in here.
Almost added a whole
School little one.
what's it? The Pod Diddy pack from KGE, and I also added a bunch of stuff from Fishtoberfest to the tank.
Jungle
Like,
leopard bow.
ooh, leopard
It's
valve.
growing all the way across the top of the tank. It's just 20 high. These guys are showing the colors. There's a big old pod in there, monkey pod. Those are the
Oh, I like
corridors.
those.
I've had them spawn for me. I raised 2 of the fry successfully. They're all
Nice.
hiding back there.
Oh wow, look at them.
There's about 8 of them in there, or if I'm not mistaken, probably 10. Can't remember how many I got in here.
I'm thinking about adding gold lasers. I have 2 gold lasers in a 20-gallon that I want to put in the black water tank. And then I might get a couple more. Because I think they would look nice. But they're such an expensive quarry.
These guys are underrated.
Underrated RAM right there.
It
And
really
that's not
is.
even like full colored up.
Nope.
Do you have a male and female or 2 males?
I believe these are both male.
I think so too.
I got them as juvenile. They're growing up together. But yeah, that's the 20. Another sketchy wiring there. I shouldn't have it below this tank. I should bring it up higher. I need to get the longer cords controls.
Yep.
These are too short and I can't lift them up high enough. It would be ideal though. But yeah, that's it for, well, except for the ice pod racks.
Now that's a collection of isopods.
My friend's got 60 now, and she's going to be giving me some of hers when they, some of the ones that I don't have, $100 ones. I've given her so many to add to her collection. She's like, well, when I get some, I'm giving you some. I'm like,
That's
heck
dope.
yeah. This is my mess. I don't have any issues showing everybody my mess.
Right. I mean, I don't know if you've seen my place, but it's pretty messy too.
That's an Aptasia. You
That's
know,
an Aptasia.
I'll feed them for you. I'm going to show you
My
how
pet
hungry.
Aptasia.
Yeah.
I've got one of those too, but I don't feed him. I let him starve.
I want him
He's
to
about like
fatten up.
like that.
Okay. Sorry if I'm giving anybody like dizzy spells. Oh, he went back in before I could even.
Oh, he's pissed.
Oh, he'll come back out. Right on him. Nope. I didn't make it, did I? No. The amphipods will eat it. Dirty water is good for him.
He'll probably catch an amphipod.
Oh, yeah, I'm always watching him. I've actually put an entire, what did I put in there? Oh, one of these shrimps, one of the old shrimp died.
Mm.
The other shrimp were trying to eat on him. I pulled him out of there, dropped him in there, and the Aptasia took the whole thing in there.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Just
I bet.
gobbled him up. He's like, yum, num, 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 num. I was like, where does it go? Goes into that foot. Look how nasty this water is kind of gross. But there's Chato in there and stuff like that to keep it from getting too bad. What I do is when I change the water on these tanks, or that tank, I drain all the water out of this tank, and then I take water out of these tanks and drain it all into there.
Mm.
So it's getting dirty water into this tank for the Chato. I need a better pump in there to circulate it. And my terrarium projects, which they're not the greatest. There's isopods in there. There's actually one crawling around that leaf there, but you'll probably not see him. Oh yeah, it's gonna come around. Or is that a beetle? Nope, he didn't want to come around. But yeah, there's some clover in there. This is my oldest terrarium.
Oh, nice. And now is that
It's
just a fish tank
aquarium.
flipped on its side?
Yep, 5
Oh,
gallon tank.
hmm.
I just took some random pieces of plexiglass, cut it down to size, sanded it down to where it's smooth, put an Aqueon tank grabber on there, put an Aqueon hinge or lid hinge. I siliconed it onto another piece of plexiglass on the bottom, put
Yeah,
some balls down there, clay balls. It's a mess. I need to clean it up and then probably replant new plants, pull some plants out of there. Some of these plants are pretty old.
that's cool.
This plant is actually grown. It's trying to grow all around the room. So it starts there, goes across here, and grows down there. The plants are one of my favorites. I'll never stop doing plants. Some new growth on that. That's a Hoya. It's a type of Hoya. So linearis. Uh, and this is the Hoya latusa.
Yeah.
And then a couple different types of species of Hoya. Wax plant Hoyas. There's like 2 different ones up here. Um, this is some type of dragon fruit, which doesn't do very well inside. It's better outside. Random alocasia. Yeah, I'm having success with aloe. It's gigantuan. It's about the size of my hand.
Man, when I grew aloe vera in Arizona, it would have like thick ass leaves. But that
Oh
was like
yeah,
the Arizona beating sun. Oh
these are
no,
pretty.
that's pretty. That almost looks painted.
Oh yeah, it's a rubber tree. Ficus. The newer leaves have more of like a pink hue
Yeah,
on the end,
that's really nice.
and this is the burgundy.
Oh
I need to
wow,
wipe the leaves. Look at the dust.
some dusty leaves.
Yeah, the bigger ones are. I actually taped this leaf. Oh god, I just flipped the camera. Sorry guys. I taped this leaf with tape because it broke and it healed right there,
Oh nice.
and now it's
That's
straight.
that's cool.
A little root bound,
Just a little bit.
just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
These are the Bena pellets.
How's it
Give me a
smell?
decent. It actually doesn't smell weird, which was kind of weird to me. I was like, "What the heck?"
Hmm.
You know what it smells like?
What?
Like a fig Newton.
Like a fig Newton.
Like a fig Newton.
Hmm. Now I'm more interested on getting it.
Literally, it's not fishy. It's fig Newton smell. I use the Sarah. I like Sarah foods. That's the catfish bottom feeder, big thick ones.
Yep.
You already know.
Nice.
Now, those catfish foods have a smell.
Mm-hmm.
Same with the bug bites. I'm a big fan of bug bites. Extreme pellets for the shrimp.
Now, what do you feed the saltwater?
I'll show you. I use mostly frozen foods, which everybody says don't do that, but I do it. Um, the Sarah of those, and then I do Sarah. I switch it up and give the shrimp Sarah food. I ran out of that food I got from out there. I need to order some more. The shrimp food. What is it called?
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about?
The which one?
The shrimp food I got from the wet spot.
Oh, the um, what was it?
I'm a
Oh
big fan
crap!
of this food
New
for the
Life
salt water.
Spectrum. Yep.
Um, it's got some vitamins in it. It's got a really funky smell to it, of course. Really fine little pellets for all the little tiny feeders. And then I got the garlic flakes.
The garlic flakes.
You
Nice.
can actually give this to fresh or salt.
Fresh or salt. Yeah, I'm feeding the Sarah. I got uh random sample packs of Sarah food, and I'm feeding it to everything fresh and salt right now.
I've tried this. Um, so far, the only thing that likes it are the crabs and the hermit crab.
Huh. Is it like a
I
pellet or?
Yeah, it's really thick.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's
And
like
it's
meant for meat corals and anemones.
Yeah, it stinks. It smells so bad. So what I did was
Gina.
I I reused my fish food containers, but I just tightened up one handed. Hold on, look at my wrist for a second. I grind it down with a pestle and mortar.
Oh, nice.
That way I can feed actual like other corals. So amphibians love it. And the other one I use is the Reefroids, which somebody told me not to use it, but I use it anyways.
It's
This
high in
stuff stinks.
phosphates. It's
Yeah,
definitely
that's
high
probably
in
why I have my
phosphate.
algae problem.
That's why I have an algae problem. But I also my Reefroids is like 2.5 years old. So I think I need a new one
Huh.
because the corals aren't responding to it the same way. So
The
yeah.
saltwater jar aquarium, which I let the glass get dirty, and the amphipods are making their little nests. They make like little cocoons. But this is where those bumblebee shrimps are. Probably won't be able to see them today because I have it too bad. But
And the Calerpa.
oh yes, it's growing really well in there. Look at that guy.
Coral Frenzy better than Reefroids.
Look at look at this guy.
Oh, that's a bristleworm.
Yeah,
You should
that's,
definitely not give him a lick.
yeah. Should grab him with my fingers. He's eating off the top. Let's see if I can get a good close up of that.
You want to touch him?
Look at that, dude.
Look at him.
He's surface munching there.
You gotta
Like
you gotta feed him, bro. He's hungry.
no,
He's looking for something to eat.
he gets plenty of food. That's why they get so fat. I feed them on purpose.
Gina will give you $5 if you poke him.
Nope, not
Uh,
doing it.
dang.
See my cool carpets.
Steven says kill it with fire.
Kill it with fire.
I have
My
like
this is my
hundreds,
jugs.
hundreds of those.
Look at
Good
my
jugs.
jugs.
Nice jugs.
My rock collection. I'm a collector of rocks. My sad Halloween decorations. These
Hey,
are
it's
all my
better.
books.
That is more Halloween decorations than what I've got. So
These are all my old books. A ton of fish magazines, and
nice.
reptile magazines.
Oh, you
And these
know
are some
what?
oldies.
You know what I didn't do after my water change? After we've sat here for almost an hour,
What'd you do?
not
What'd you not do?
not plug in the Inkbird or the title. Damn.
Oh snap!
But
Can't be
luckily,
doing that.
he's just like, hey man, turn on my shit. It's getting a little cold.
See if I can brighten this tank up a little bit.
80 degrees. That is a little cold for you, sir. I keep him at like 82, 83.
These are at 77, usually 78. It's the German Blues.
German blues, you keep them low.
Yeah, they've been at that for. They're actually lower than that at one point, and I raised it, and they're a little happier if I can get it good. Sorry if you see my belly. Let's see. Will it zoom? That's good as I'm going to get. Female, male.
That male looks real good.
The colors, yeah. He's one of his fins are a little shortened up. The little streamer. It's
Yeah,
chewed off. I think she did it or something.
it'll grow back.
Yeah, over time. The emerald eyes, of course. This is the jungle tank. I've got so many plants growing out of the top of it. That's a big old crypt. This is a
Yep.
29 gallon. It growing to the top. Titanium heater in there. This Anubias is basically done circles around this wood.
That's crazy.
The crypt parva. Lots of little coolies in here. Uh, there's Coolio Gray. That's what my wife calls him. He's the only oddball coolie in here.
That is a cool
Skinny,
coolie. He's got a
skinny little
cool
guy.
pattern.
Yeah, he's tiny though. He's like a little. He's like the size of a pasta, of a like a spaghetti noodle. Look how big this crypt parva's gotten.
That is good, crypt parva. I ain't seen it grow like that.
I know it's starting to get like a bronze leaf as far as the new leaves go. All sorts of different types of nubias. That's the coffee folia. Um, I forget the names of these Anubias, but there's Nana, like a mid-sized one. I don't remember the name of that one. I'm tapping on the glass. I probably should do that. Another long leaf, narrow leaf Anubias. These are two different narrow leaves.
Steven wants to know, how long did that take to grow the parva, or did you just buy a bunch?
This is my oldest. This is actually my oldest freshwater tank in this house. So about 4 years now.
4 years, Steven. 4 years.
It's grown all the way across, and yeah, it's got babies everywhere. This is Fluval Eco Complete Mix, what I usually use in all my tanks.
Nice.
Lots of little black coolies swimming around in here. They're usually hiding. And a mono shrimp. Got a couple of pieces of tissue cultured Nubius Pinto. They're just floating in there. It's one of my like do whatever plants or tanks. I just kind of let things happen. Move them around every once in a while. This is one of the other shrimp tanks. It's definitely an aged shrimp tank, as you can see the glass
Oh, yeah.
and all the little babies.
Little baby shrimps.
These are like a mix of like sun-kissed and um, like orange with like fishbone pattern on the back. Let's see if I can get zoom in on that one. Almost like a pumpkin.
Yeah. It's almost like mine. I got
These
pumpkin Neos.
I love Neocaridina shrimp. It's the crypt
I'm
I
thinking
got.
about doing a Caradina tank.
I
Since I
me
have
too.
RO.
Watching Grant and Shelby, it's making me want to. And then seeing Craig's Caradina shrimp,
I know.
making me want to do it. Might see if I can trade some of these for a starter colony or something. Maybe a whole bunch of these or something and some plants.
Right.
People are always wanting to different or add to their line. If I gave them a bunch of these, they'd probably definitely go for it. Or the yellow golden backs. So this plant right here is,
Not Taiwan lily.
yeah, it's. I've given this away so many times. Look at the little pups that run off of this thing.
Yep.
You can literally pop that off and then just give it away as like a. There's a ton of it.
Yeah,
It
that's a
all
really cool
grew
plant.
from. It's all the stems right there going up. And this lily right here actually is starting to spread.
Oh, nice.
I'm getting
Nice,
pups
nice.
off of that one too. This moss I got from a friend of mine right here. It's I think it's club moss, if I'm not mistaken. It droops down.
Hmm.
You see it?
Yeah.
It kind of curls into itself. Here's maybe this is a better image of it. Is that willow or club?
I'm not sure.
It
I'm not
droops
too
down.
versed on the mosses. They all kind of look the same to me.
And do you know what this is?
Bacopa?
No.
No?
Let me find a bigger leaf for you. Bigger leaf. I'm not gonna find a bigger leaf on this one. There you go. Um, Focus.
Ludwigia?
No. Mexican oak.
Mexican oak?
It's a Mexican oak.
Oh. So not
It,
aquatic?
it is.
Oh.
So I'm not sure if it's a popular plant, but it's my buddy from Hawaii gave that to me,
Hmm.
and it just grows and it grows purple and pink as it gets to the surface here. It'll grow out of the water if I let it. I'm
That's pretty cool.
trying to do a lot of that with what LRB does. Let stuff kind of grow to the top, float out, or
Yeah.
grow out. If I were to look through my book, I'd probably find that plant. But I'll save that for another time, and I'll send you a picture of it. Mexican oak. All right,
Mexican oak.
don't judge, my friend.
It's Grogu.
Yeah. This is a 20. No, that's not gonna be good. Let's not do that. This is a 20. I mean, a 32 BioCube.
32 BioCube.
Yes. Oh, I scared him. See, that's what he does. He's like, get out of my area. I need to get more rocks for this guy. If I add more rocks, he'll have his own territory. Pavonis, two different ones.
Yeah. That's definitely
One's
two
a
different bonus.
one's a mint green, and this one's that I don't know what it's called. It's red. I know that.
Mm. It's the Pavona. That's really cool though.
Yes, it's awesome. Um, I might be able to break you off a couple chips of that and get it going on some frag. More of those anemones. Look
I
what's
don't want
growing on the
none of
back.
those though. No,
Look
no.
what's.
Oh, look at that.
I think that's cyano, if I'm not mistaken.
Probably, most likely. Looks like
Yeah,
it.
I waited too long to do my water change.
Nah, it's fine. We all get cyano.
Yeah, I put some of the mohawks in here. This one gets mostly daylight. That's a hammer. It doesn't. It looks weird. It's been growing kind of like flat.
Hmm.
Not a very happy
Duncan?
Duncan. Yeah. I just changed the water on it today, so hopefully it's fine. The Duncans, I moved them in here because they were getting picked on by the puffer.
Yep.
So I'm hoping it's not infection.
Those ones look good.
Yeah, this one opened up. There's like good 9 or 10 heads on that guy. This one's only got like 5 or about 5. It's a newer Duncan. Mojanos are everywhere.
Oh yeah.
In between the rocks. Some shroomies.
And shroomies.
And some kryptonites, polythoas on the very front there that grew onto there. That Clarky eye is so beautiful though. They're brats.
Clarks are really nice.
Quite a few snails in here. I put a little piece of Kenya tree back there. This tank's fairly new still. The bottom of the glass I can't clean. It's a biocube, kind of rounded in the front, so I'm kind of unsure on how I can get down there without scratching it. So I just leave it alone all the way down to here. That's a pretty good video.
That sure is. Coming out really sharp.
Zebra. That's what I was told. It's a zebra.
Zebra hermit.
Yeah.
I need to re-up on my hermits and snails. I only got like 1 or 2 left.
It's always good. They're actually pretty cheap.
They are.
Traps are cheap. I love it. But yeah, that's the 32-gallon biocube. The whole lid pops up. Very bright. Not a lot of flow going on in there. I do like the all-in-one now. I wish I could do all-in-one on everything, or with a sump on everything. Of course, that'd be 10 times better. This is missing a handle, but got it basically for free. I got all my electrical setup down here. I don't know if that's asking for problems too. Inkbird. I might be keeping this a little hot. You think?
A little warm. Nothing wrong
That
with
might
that.
might be the problem with the Duncan. No.
Maybe. I would use 79 is fine. I've run my tanks around that and they're fine. Usually it's when a coral's off, like one coral, maybe it just got pissed off by something. But if it's been like that for a while, that's when I would do like a test and make sure everything is in check. Like check your alkalinity and calcium and magnesium, check your salinity first, and then just go down the line of different things you can test for and see if it's off.
I don't recommend these.
The Higer.
It's good for a cheap, controllable, but this is cheap. And then the problem with this is you see the pegs, they're rubber. Yeah. They're like silicone. Yeah. And they don't always stay in there. So if that comes loose, this thing shakes a lot too. If that comes loose, it's going to kick everything up. I've had it happen in this tank already one time, and it's the worst. It really is. But that's where I put that in the corner there. My little jungle there.
I'm going to flip the camera on my tank over here.
Yeah. That's the last tank. Oh, now I want to see that.
So there's just my little tank.
I'm going to sit here and see what you got going on.
You want me to put mine on full? All right.
Yeah.
And my camera is dog shit because it's an Android and an old one.
That's all I've ever had. I regret getting an iPhone. It's expensive. It's ridiculous. I like the camera, but what you pay for it, though.
It's very pixelated on my end.
It looks pretty decent.
Not you, but me, my camera. Fall in the sand
Man,
and
that
plant
tank's
farm yesterday. Can confirm it's the worst. Yes.
that tank is
That's why I like
really turning up.
these Nero pumps. It's like double magnet. So not only do you have a magnet on the outside and the inside, but even the power head itself magnets to the magnet. So I don't know if that like makes any sense.
Clown. Man, the tank's really growing in, Ian.
Yeah, man, it's consuming a lot of alkalinity buffer. I have to go. I've
That's
already gone through my first bottle of Alpha Reef, and I'm gonna get another set of it. So,
so you really recommend the Alpha Reef?
I mean, yeah, if you don't do water changes like I do water changes maybe once every other month just to clean stuff up a little bit, and then I dose the Alpha Reef once a day just to keep my alkalinity and trace elements stable. And that's like the coolest thing about it because it's a all-in-one um, doser or dose supplement where it's got your alk and mag and calcium, and then also it's got all your traces and major elements like potassium and stuff like that.
I'm going in
Calc
my freezer.
doser when um I feel like I'll start calc when my alk when my consumption gets even more because right now I'm still kind of on the medium to low end, but I'm not at my max yet. Once I start going to my max of what I can dose on the Alpha Reef, that's when I'll start using Kalkwasser with the Alpha Reef.
Struggling over here.
Do you take the powder or the liquid? So I started off with the liquid, but this next time I'm gonna buy the powder and just mix it since I make RODI now.
All right, I'm going to give you guys a show. Hopefully, this gets them out.
What's that?
I'm going to give you guys feeding
Mm.
feeding action.
Some food. I should.
Feed. See if these guys come out for it. I should have probably showed you what frozen foods I use. Uh, Formula One.
Yeah, I think I should go throw some food in mine. You know, I haven't done it. Since you're doing frozen food, I'm gonna go grab me some frozen food. I do the
Yeah.
Formula One, Formula Two, and Prime Reef. Not
Formula
all at
One's
once. I
awesome.
usually just mix it throughout whenever, but I think I'm gonna do the Prime Reef.
So I just take in my fingers and I just kind of defrost it in my fingers and rub it around in there until I see enough in there that I feel like the corals and the hermit crabs and snails will eat. This tank's got a lot of stomatella snails in it. They bred like crazy in here. And then there's bumblebee snails. Um, there are also, I actually don't have any trochus or any other snails in there. You have weird hitchhikers and stuff in there. Um, let's see, one of the crabs. That tank came out really nice. You the powder. I do use lipids. Put some right in there. A couple days.
Gotta go to my hydros and put it on feed mode.
I just dosed the A and B. I just love how it fluoresces.
Oh,
The Red Sea Reef Energy Plus A
yep.
and B.
I need to get more of that. Mine expired,
This one.
but I have different aminos that I use. I'll grab some.
I think if I start feeding Alpha Reef, it'll definitely make a huge difference in coral growth. But then I'll have to worry about what you worry about is once they grow in more, they start consuming more, a lot more. They go crazy for that food. All the little
So I do
water
this one,
marilla grass. Oh yeah,
coral amino, and then
I
I do
forget I
this
can
one,
buy that from my local fish store. See, I
amino
haven't tried any of
omega.
the Brightwells.
I like Brightwell,
I need to try them out.
and then I also do the Polyp Lab Polyp Booster. This
Oh,
stuff smells so good. It reminds me of like a carrot stew, almost.
what?
Yeah, it's earthy. It's got like a bunch of protein and fat and different aminos and stuff. Yeah,
This guy's getting him some. If I can get it close enough.
so let's see. Is my hydros open yet? No? What the heck? Why is that not?
Oh, he took off running. That scared him.
No? What the fuck?
These guys don't want to come out. I'm just gonna leave them alone. Sorry if I'm all over the place with the camera. I'm not the best cameraman. I'm trying to adjust my tripod with the camera on it. Bringing you up to the hermit crab, I'm gonna give him some food. I gave him a little bit of that food, but he didn't get a chance to eat it. But he will take frozen, a whole cube, because he's fat.
Uh-huh. Damn it.
Oh my goodness, I didn't see that.
Oh, shit. I put my shit in full screen somehow. Damn. Damn. Oh, F12. Okay, maybe that was it.
F12.
No thanks. I don't know what I did, but I don't know if it'll show. No, I was trying to show it on. Oh, what the fuck did I do? Damn it. Okay, I fixed it. Okay, I fixed it. I fixed it. I
See if I
don't
can get
know.
him to crawl out in front of the camera.
Nope, that is not fixed. Better. Fixed.
There he comes.
Ah, there he is. I'll be right back.
This makes a huge mess. Get it. It's all yours. No, we don't want to roll. No, I'm going to have a huge mess. Oh, come on. This tank I do more water changes on regularly. Now he's got the whole thing. He turned around. He's been eating like that lately. Usually he'd come up here to the front glass and eat. Um, but yeah, he makes a huge mess. All the little critters in there eat it up. Whatever he doesn't eat gets eaten by all the little critters.
Yep, same with me. Although there's a lot of mouths, a lot of coral mouths in this tank. And I got a big ass protein skimmer. It's meant for a 120 gallon. And I have
Oh,
that in my sump. Yeah, that skimmer I have, it's meant for like a 120 on the small end. If it's like a lightly stocked tank, apparently from the ratings it says online, it can go on like a 200 gallon.
oh my goodness. Jeez. But over skimming is not a bad. Definitely. What
Not
did I?
when you don't do, like, since I don't do water changes and I have a bunch of fish in here and I feed a lot, over skimming is not a bad idea.
No, not at all.
Not when my nitrates are at like 18 to 20 and my phosphates are between like 0.5, 0.6, sometimes up to 1.0. So just got
Well,
Pokemon cards at Target. I don't know if I can wait to open them until next week. Oh, some self-restraint. Mike B, what up? Big Shrimpin', what's going on?
I'm gonna feed this tank. I'm gonna try to get the lens on there where it's not.
I should throw some
Huh?
food. I gotta throw some aminos in there.
See if I can get this off the front of the camera. Did that work? Yeah. Good enough. All right. This one I turn off the filters so they don't suck up the food right away. Move the circulation pumps going. And then I usually start with the tiny rotifers, frozen rotifer cube.
Self-control is
This,
not my strong suit, says Gina. Right?
this fish will literally eat out of my hand. The chalk bass.
That's cute.
Of course, I put a lot of food in there, so he's like, "No, I'm not eating out of your hand. I can just grab it from wherever." Oh, I'm covering it up.
My angelfish is getting so chubby.
Chunky cherub.
Yep, chunky cherub. Chunky cherub.
Oh my god, I'm having trouble here. I need to get one of those lenses. Wouldn't be a bad investment.
Would not be a bad investment. I got mine on right now.
That's enough
But
for these guys.
I should kick off Nero pumps.
You know who's not been out? I'm gonna
Who?
walk away and leave this running and go feed the other tank. But I'm hoping the Millenar, the yellow canary wrasse, comes out.
Hmm.
He's been hiding under the sand. He does that sometimes. I'm gonna walk away, feed the other tank. The Clarkii and the wrasse are pretty good feeders too. Excuse me. Yeah, that water's actually pretty warm. Feels like the Florida summer waters. For real. When the ocean gets pretty warm. Been doing a lot of that lately. Yeah, he's not coming out. Weird. He came out yesterday all day.
Yeah.
Well, no, I wasn't here. I wasn't here yesterday. The other day. So I haven't seen him in a day. Our power did go out for 4 hours yesterday.
Do you have any backup systems for that?
No, not at all. I'm going to regret that probably. But I do see the cheap computer ones on at the thrift store sometimes for like 20, 30 bucks.
Yeah, those UPC backups.
Would that work?
It would. You just have to,
To just
uh,
the pumps
yeah, just have it
and the
on your
heater
one of the power heads,
and
or
heater.
maybe your hang on back. But I think you have to turn it back on once the power turns back on.
Oh,
That's
okay.
like the only issue with those, is they don't have a that switch to turn back on once the power is off.
That's pretty annoying.
Yeah, I think the more expensive ones do, but the cheaper ones don't. So what I do is I'm just running battery operated air pumps if something happens.
Oh,
You can do
I
that
have I
for
have the battery.
yeah, you can do that for your reef too. It'll be fine.
I have those. Just with the little weird ball, the old fishing ones.
Yeah.
I got them for free from somebody that wasn't using them. They're still in the package, I believe. Yeah, I got a couple of these.
Oh, nice. Still in the box.
Aerates, 8 gals, 1 to 2 D cells, plus 44 hours.
Cool.
I think that would work. Be better than stirring it with by hand or picking up a pitcher of water and throwing it in there every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I noticed the polyp extension at nighttime for the acros is 10 times better if I hit it with a flashlight.
Yep. Mine too, but that's because my little angelfish there, the cherub, I think he's nipping on the acros. And he
Guess who's
nips on
coming out?
the Monty. but he's a cool little fish, so I ain't too bothered by it.
Look just under the scroll pole back there. Oh, he just went back. You know who I'm talking about, right?
Which one?
The one I've been waiting for forever.
No.
The little Blenny.
Oh, the tails, not tail spot, but the
No,
twin spot.
no, not Twin Spot. The aquacultured one. Why does my
Oh,
brain slip whenever I need that?
the fang blenny, canary blenny.
No, no, he's down there. He's at the bottom. Between him and the Starry Night right here, the big one. The Starry Night goes in front of him when he comes out of his hole, out of his shell down there at the bottom.
Mm.
Uh, and he kind of gets in front of him like, "You're not eating." The Mandarin.
Ah, the mandarin.
Yeah, the Mandarin is actually he's out and about, pecking
Are
at
you back?
whatever he can find. Do they grow pretty slow, mandarins? The aquaculture ones?
Is he doing good?
Yeah, he's
I should
fat.
pull up that
He's got ears. Ears chunky. Oh, that, yeah. If he'll come back out, he went back in the back again. Imagine if I had more rock space, he'd be hiding all the time. I don't see him on the side. I do love the smell of the salt water. This guy's basking right there, you see him? He's like a seal. You see my little seal here?
Yep.
Jeez.
He's
They
so
are
fat.
characters. I know. That's all he does. Just goes around eating. Let's see if I can get this guy zoomed in. I'm just going to bring the camera down a little bit lower so we can get a better view of that guy. Or I could just take the camera off the damn mount. All right, it's going to be a little shaky for a little minute. A
A little shaky shake.
little shaky, shaky. Now we can get a better view of the thing, Glenny.
The fang blenny.
Like my random frag plugs in there. It's
I
like
love.
frag plug junkyard.
Right.
I need to push it down around the. That's what I do here with the Zoas. I push
That
frag
is.
plugs around them.
That's an easy way to frag them.
Yep, they grow onto there and you just slice them with the scalpel.
Yep.
Trying to get that one to grow onto them. He's poking his head out. Kind of reminds me of a lizard more than anything, right?
Yeah.
Wish the camera didn't do that so many times. Oh my god, that's the purple digi.
Purple digi. Sweet. I got some of
Oh,
that.
they're going pretty good.
Oop, my tank just turned back on.
I'm hoping to give you some of that next time we see each other. Not the algae, but
Some Zoas.
yeah, those are the hornets, I believe.
Blue
Hornets?
Hornets,
Yeah.
whatever they are.
So they're blue in the middle, yellow, and then red, or I think yellow again on the outside, um, with some red. Look at this combo here. Yeah,
Oh wow.
isn't that a combo or what?
That is a combo. The clam on
Some
the snail.
some kind of, yeah. Literally, he came with the snail. I said, I want that one. Nice little discosoma, right?
Yep,
With the
Discosoma.
spots, the Nirvanas. Did I give you some Nirvanas? Yes, for
I don't think so. I don't.
no.
Maybe. No, I don't think I have those.
I'll have to give you some of those. That guy's starting to actually grow onto the rock. I laid it on its side, just like Jake Adams said in his
Yep.
video, and it's starting to grow onto the rock. There's two more grimaces right here at the bottom, in between all the algae, and that's the big grimace at the top. Purple and blue with a green growth points.
Nice.
That guy loves to be in the video. The torches are happy. I just fed. So you see the difference between the metallic candy cane and the regular
Yeah,
green kryptonite. It's definitely brighter.
definitely brighter. Now I wonder if that's just like a tank conditions from, because I don't know how long you've had it, but I don't
So
know if it.
when I bought this one was actually called metallic
Hmm,
kryptonite, um, and he had the regular candy canes in the same tank side by side to show me, and he said he had them
okay.
in there for a long time. He said that's just the way those grow. I think I paid like $30 for that one little piece. It's an entire stem about that long, and I shoved it down to the substrate because that was the only one that was moving.
Oh, nice.
But it holds it in place.
Right. It does.
Everything's kind of perked up now that I fed. I put that A and B in there. That frog spawn's pretty cool. I'm hoping it splits into a bunch of heads.
That almost looks like a torch.
It's yeah, it does. Definitely more translucent and got the little knobbies. It does look like a torch though.
Because usually frog spawns have like little knobs all over
All over it.
all over it. That's just got little balls on the end like
Yeah,
torch.
yeah. When he gave it to me, he said it's a frog spawn. He's got a bunch of them growing.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. This guy's just not happy with me. I wonder
That's
if
how.
as the tank ages, it'll get better.
Maybe.
Hopefully, it doesn't die completely. That's good. Look at this snail. This guy's
That is
about
a
the
big.
size of my. He's fallen on his back a couple of times. I've had to turn him over, but he's got some hair algae growing on his back. Got a little hairdo.
Little hairdo.
A little hairdo. Uh, that one is starting to. You see the Montipora back there, the
Yeah.
uh, Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
So that one's finally about to touch onto the rock on the corner there. It's been like growing closer and closer to touch the rock. And I think once it touches that rock, it's going to take over that rock, and I'll have to move this little uh, purple and green cyphastia.
Yeah, the Monty I got a few weeks ago is already encrusting and starting to plate out.
Which kind of monster did you get?
It's just a red Monty Capricornus. No special
This is
name.
green with blue polyps. You can't really see it with the blue light and the orange glasses, but that's the plating one. I think it's a scrolling one, if I'm not mistaken. It's starting to wrap around,
Yeah.
but that one's grown a lot. I got it the size of a silver dollar.
Dope.
It just doesn't stop growing. I'm hoping the man comes out before you end the live stream, but he's very secretive. He does come out whenever I do feed, though. He came out just a second ago, and he's like, "I'm up." Oh, there he is. There he is.
There he is, the little dude.
Tiny little guy. Oh, who was that just disturbed him?
The Blenny disturbed him.
Oh, that little brat.
That little guy. He's
That
just a
Blenny's
baby.
like, "You're not getting all the attention."
He's just a baby.
It's tiny. This guy's getting bolder. Watch what happens when he gets out too far. That Starry Night when he just comes out of nowhere and just like gets in front of him.
Yeah.
Like, nah. Thought about moving him into the Clarky Eye tank, the flame tail.
Yeah.
I
That
think
wouldn't
he'll
be a
do
bad
better than
idea.
like that way. He's not always getting harassed. I literally can pull him out of there with by the shell.
What up, Paul and Adam?
He stays in his shell the whole time whenever I pull the shell out of the water. Oh, there they go. He's like, hey, he's about to go towards them whenever he comes out too far. Do you have a Starry Night? I don't remember you saying you have,
Um,
or you have a
I don't keep
regular.
any of the lawnmower type Blennies, but I do have a tail spot Blenny, which is it's a different genus, I think. Incisus
Yeah, you
Blenny.
have the tail spot. I have the two spot, which he usually hides somewhere in here. I haven't seen him in a little while,
Yeah, my
which
tail
that always
spot.
worries me.
It's in there somewhere. He was swimming around earlier. The most active fish in there is like the the angelfish and the wrasse and the clownfish.
Has the angelfish been still nipping?
Oh yeah, he's always nipping, but I feel like he's just nipping around the coral more than actually nipping on the coral. But it still pisses the coral off.
He's getting bold.
But other than that, the corals are growing just fine.
There it goes. Oh, he's in a little hole. Bernie would mess with him. See him in the little hole there?
Yep.
Peeking. My wife's got names for all the fish, but I don't remember them. She remembers all the names. If I name all the fish, I always forget it. Unless I use it every day.
Right. It'd be little nuts. Let's see if we can't
There's
get
too
it.
many fish. I could probably turn the filters back on. So with the marine, the penguin, it doesn't turn on when I plug it back in. So I take my little contraption here, screwdriver, and a piece of screwdriver. And let's see if I can do this without knocking my phone into the actual ocean here. This is not a good idea, but I do it anyways. Okay, so I tap it like that. I shouldn't have to do that, but there we go. We have flow.
Oh damn.
I know. It's been like that since
That
I bought it.
that's annoying.
Yeah. but it's got some good flow on it. It's
Yeah.
an internal power. Look at the flow coming out of that title though.
You don't have to do that for the title, I bet.
No, not at all. That thing fires up every time I unplug it or plug it in. So what I have in the title, it's stuff full of stuff, of course. Sponges, biomedia, and then more biomedia on the bottom, and then a little bit of charcoal there. I keep charcoal in there. That could be another problem I have. Am I keeping charcoal in there for too long?
Yeah, I need to replace mine. It's been like 2 months.
Mine's only been there for like a month now. And this one, just a lot of biomedia. And then there's biomedia inside the valve there. It
Mm-hmm.
has a little basket, and there's a sponge underneath that.
Well,
The
it's at
wheel's still going strong.
the new Penguin Pro.
Yeah,
Mm,
it's a good one, but it's just like you see there, you got to prime it. Or not
yeah.
prime it, but just like the aqua clear, you got to kind of do something. Toothbrush there. Yeah, I guess the Cardinal Rest is not going to come out today. He's getting chunky though. He was out early this morning, and I think he's angry at me for not feeding the regular schedule. And they hide a lot. They're scaredy cats. So as soon as you come around the front of the tank, he goes back in his hole and dives down into the substrate. And with that, the problem with that wrasse is when he dives down into the substrate, he kicks the sand, the substrate everywhere.
Yep.
So I'm constantly going in there with my feeder baster and putting pressure on it to get rid of some of the. Look at that guy, squirrel,
Squirrel. Hermit.
more red-legged. That's my oldest red-legged hermit crab.
Nice. He's huge.
Yeah, he is. Healthy little guy. And there's tons of little brittle stars in there, the little tiny micros.
Yep. Those are
See
good
the
to
little
have.
legs poking out.
Those are good to have.
They come out. Are you coming out to say hello? Nope, he ain't having it. This is their hideout back here.
Dope, dope.
I don't clean the back or the sides.
Yeah, me
Just the
neither.
two panels.
And I got to figure out how I'm going to clean the glass on this acrylic tank because, yeah, it's not the best.
There you go. See if they'll come out in front of the camera here. They're doing their little quarrel back there, you see it?
Yeah.
The dotty back just flashes at him. That's mostly all he does. Just like a chihuahua.
Right.
All bark. The 6 line never has marks on him though.
And you're saying they sleep in the same hole?
Yeah, so over here, just where that hermit crab is, just above, you see that hole right there?
Mm-hmm.
They sleep side by side.
Oh, that's funny.
They're literally up against each other. I've never seen that before. I'm like, what the heck? They're whole. What do you call it? I want to say whole bunkies.
Yep.
You see that pipe organ?
Pipe organ. Yep.
Let's get closer to that. Algae on a sponge. Pretty cool. It's hard coral LPS, right?
And see, now that's a weird one that most people are like controversial about because it's like a weird in between hard
It grows like
coral,
stems.
but it's like a soft coral, but it grows a calcified base.
Yeah, it's almost like a bunch of like a weird stem
Yeah,
branching.
little.
What do you call it? You can almost
Yeah,
break them apart. That's huge. I actually, that one's actually growing a lot bigger. I might have to move that one out to the 32, that toadstool.
yeah,
And this 10-gallon, I'm risking it with having the having the big old toadstool and this leather. Because if they ever go through a situation where they shed,
yeah.
that well, I'd just have to use some charcoal.
I mean, it's not
We
that
got
big of a
bumblebee.
deal. I've I've been dealing with leathers for quite a couple years now, so it's
Oh,
like,
and your 10-gallon.
yeah, they shed all the time. So I
Yeah.
sometimes they're closed for a couple weeks, and then I just put a little bit more extra flow on them. They'll open up, and maybe that's when I'll go change out the carbon or run some new carbon, or maybe I'll do a water change. But
So this is a
really,
regular
it's
discosoma.
yeah,
See the flatworms? Only
I
this
do.
tank. This is the only tank that I have them. I think this
What?
is like a meaty type of Rhodactis.
That's definitely a Rhodactis. I'm not sure. It's like a Rhodactis mixed with a Recordia.
It's pretty cool. What was you gonna say? Ectasia. That's
Aptasia.
that's that weird mushroom.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that one is.
I remember telling you the name of it. It's like a cup mushroom almost. I looked it
Oh
up.
yeah, that's that weird one you were showing me.
Yeah, I looked it up and I don't remember it. Oh, too close. Up and personal. This one's supposed to be the Iron Man. Zoom in. I ain't going up. There we go. Bam. It's supposed to be the Iron Man Discosoma. Oh,
Cool.
I knew what that was. Vermitid. You seen that string going across the top?
Oh yep.
That's why
There it
that
is, right
bumblebee.
there. It's at the
Yep,
bottom.
little turd. That bumblebee snail's been chewing them all up. Got a few of those in here. Those are Superman. Discosoma. Red. That Coraline is like nice.
That is good looking Coraline.
And that's what's spreading on all the rocks, except for that.
Good. Coraline is a good sign.
Coraline. Yeah, definitely enjoying this part of the hobby.
That's good.
Um, Glad you talked me into it.
It's fun. It is definitely fun. It's not too difficult. It just takes some research and finding a good person to that you can reach out to is um, what I found to be best and key.
Or like team thinking too.
Yep.
Something works out for somebody and it might work out for another. I think that might overflow again. Yeah. I feel like I should cut those cubes in half for this guy. Wish I could zoom in on the mice shrimp back there.
Coro wants to know how bad will a hermit crab hunting down a snail mess up your parameters?
Never tried it. I don't have any snails in here. I took them all out. So he used to be in here with the 6 line and the dotty back,
Mm-hmm.
and I just made this his tank only.
Nice.
But
Yeah, because
I wouldn't
he'll go after the fish, right?
anything.
Damn.
If he can catch it, he'll eat it.
So not a
And
reef safe.
no, I wouldn't. No, don't put him on a reef. He'll tear everything up, break stuff, especially with that big old shell. It's heavy.
Yep.
I got bigger shells, but they're really heavy, and I'm worried he's gonna slam like crack the glass. The way he taps against it, he runs along the side of the glass, and all you hear is in the middle of the night you hear tap 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 tap. I'm like, please don't break the glass.
Don't break the glass.
But he digs really deep holes down to the bottom of the glass sometimes, looking for little worms and stuff. He'll eat worms. He'll eat the amphipods. The amphipods literally live. I let the hair algae grow so they can live inside the hair algae and make their little cocoons and breed.
Yeah.
If I ever want to pull from here, I can for the amphipods. And mysis shrimp are everywhere in here. Like you can't even see through here. Well, you can a little bit.
Well, dang, we
Most
are
of my tanks.
almost to
Oh
the
yeah.
2 hours. I think we'll cut it at the 2 hours. But I don't. I'll let you keep going. I just wanted to let you know.
There's one big. How? What's the biggest 8 kg you have right now?
That I have right now,
One like this, or
and it's smaller than that. That is huge.
I know it's almost like an anemone at this point.
It is. Well, they technically are an anemone.
They are, but
They
it's
are.
almost like a size of a
Mm-hmm.
like a pretty big anemone. Annoying little guys,
They are annoying.
especially when they become flake proportions. Oh, there's a little couple pods. Oh, that's a good shot. If I could stop shaking. Shaky hands. There we go. And look at the jellyfish.
Yep. Little baby hydroids stuff. I think.
That water's got a nice film on it, don't it?
Oh yeah.
I don't have enough movement in here. My little pump back there barely puts anything out anymore. I have to take it out and clean it. And you can tell you're getting cyano in there. It doesn't smell. It smells like regular salt water. And I test it, and it's always that correct correct salinity. You keep yours at 0.25 or 2.6
In
around
between,
that.
like it. I use parts per thousand, so I shoot for either a 33 or 35, anything in between that.
Oh, okay.
I I don't shoot for like stable parameters. I just try to keep them in the ballpark, and everything seems to be fine.
And we
Aquaballs
have
wants clownfish, but no anemones. And yeah, you don't need any. You don't need anemones for your clownfish. It's nice
no,
for them to
you don't.
have because they'll still host anything. They'll host a coral. They'll host a pump. They'll host a cave.
Which can be a problem too, right?
Yes, it can be a problem, especially if they're hosting like euphyllias or stuff. I mean, like mine upstairs are hosting a leather coral, which
Oh,
I'm fine with because leather doesn't care.
well, they don't care.
Leathers don't care, but tortoises and other euphyllias, nah, I wouldn't. And some clownfish just don't host. They don't want to host anything. like Carlos. My
Carlos
old
the truck.
clownfish in the big tank.
Still kicking. How old is your tank? Your oldest tank
The old,
out of
the
out of
10
all your
gallon,
tanks?
the oldest tank out of all my tanks.
Yeah.
Hmm, it was this one, but I broke that down. And I would say it would
Oh,
be this 20-gallon right below here. Could probably give a
what's
little.
in that one?
So this is like my Boost farm and Crip farm. Got
Put it.
Laganandra, Eye Red, a bunch of different Booses and Crips, and that right there is Junkus Repins. Boost Crip Valense, there's
Wow.
Skeleton King Bucephalandra, Catherine.
The Skeleton King's cool.
Yeah, but like that's all Boost.
Sheesh. It's a bush,
I've just
goose
been
bush,
growing it for years.
goosey
I don't
bush.
trim it except for like maybe once every other year, maybe. But like this is all that's all a big giant boost. I can
Goodness.
it's kind of hard to see. And then the Skeleton King is right there. And then this one right here is the Catherine.
Skeleton. We call it Skeletor.
Might be easier to see from up top. Kind of, but you see the LED strip. But
Oh, like the jungle.
yeah, it's a jungle in there. Bunch of duckweed.
Can
There's
we get a close up?
Bobitus. Mm-hmm.
Is the bobitis? Is it the one that grows like a big bush
It's the
that can get way too big?
Cutomodi. I just trimmed it up and I put a big portion of it in the new tank. Okay, that's the Crypt Valence. What else? I got Crypt Eye in there too, along with the Rose and Maiden, which is this one right here.
Crypts are my favorite. That's where you pulled the Rose and Maiden out of. I remember that.
Yep,
Or the Neri. The Neri.
yep.
Is that where that
Nuri
is?
Rose and Maiden, or Nuri, whichever it's called.
Wow. To that friend. Should I put anything else in this 20-gallon?
No, I think it's good.
I mean, as far as fish go.
Oh, fish? I think it needs more Corys. More
It's
Corys.
got it's got like 20 pygmy quarries in there.
Then let them do their thing. They'll breed.
They're always hiding under that rock. They live behind it and under it. Every time I move that rock, there's like they scatter everywhere. And there's a sparkling gourami in there. One single random sparkling gourami.
Yup. Yup. Nothing wrong with that.
And a goby. Oh, I see it. Stifodon goby back there. I don't be able to catch them on there.
Yeah, and that in this 20-gallon, there's glow light rasboras. No, not rasboras. Danios. The Danio chopri, and then there's autosynclus, some panda cories, Trilineatus cories. There's one pandagara, mystery snails, and pumpkin shrimp. It's all,
I like the pumpkin shrimp.
and it's not heated. One of my non-heated tanks. I used to have CO2 and a canister filter on it, but I've turned all that off. Yeah,
How do you like CO2
I
or does
I
it?
kind of. There's pros and cons to it. Yes, do you get cool colors and cool growth forms? Yes, but that comes with a lot of maintenance and trimming and water changes and dosing, and yeah, I'm just not up for all that. I like easy.
Hey, maybe dropping stuff. I'll feed these guys. Not really good camera angle.
Good enough though.
Do you feed pretty heavy as far as your freshwater fish? You consider heavy? Or,
Oh dang, I think my phone died. Damn.
oh no!
That is probably a good time to call it.
End the stream. Yes.
Call it
Look
soon.
at the
2 hours.
rainbow
I
on
think
this guy.
that's pretty good.
The sun's hitting him.
Oh wow, look at the iridescence. He is shining.
Oh, he backed up. I was hoping he'd go
Can't
back
wait
into the
till
sunshine.
my sexy shrimp have more babies. Next time I should be able to grow some.
Are you
That'll be
breeding them?
cool, George. Sexy shrimp are nice.
Phone's away.
Cool.
All right, you're gonna end the stream here.
Yep, I think I'm gonna end it here, guys. I
Oh, I
will.
hit the wrong button. I'm hitting buttons.
So I'll see you guys in the next one. Watch out for videos and notifications and stuff. And to do that, you have to kind of like
Yeah.
subscribe and press buttons and stuff. But not everybody does that, so that's
Press
fine.
buttons.
Click buttons. Yeah. But thanks, moderators and everyone, for
Thanks, Ian.
joining us today. Thank you, Rick, for
This
coming up.
this was fun.
Yeah.
Peace, everybody.
Peace.